Hello, my Fleet Feet Running Club members. I wanted to let you guys get inside my head a little bit, which is a very scary place. And I wanted to explain why I placed you perhaps in the groups and what I placed you. To me, group placement is determined on 5 different factors. Factor number 1, the times you submitted to me on your recent race times. Now, I know this is kind of a gray area this time of day, right? It was like pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, there wasn't a whole lot I know to do afterwards. So this one was a little hard this year just because some of you guys been 18 months. 12 months since you guys have really had a true race. So I tried to do the best I can to take into consideration, knowing also though that it's been 12 months, 18 months since we've done this distance, and that's a long time. Okay. That being said, that's why I chose to do this pace determination run, or this 5K effort, on Tuesday. So that's factor number 2, that your Tuesday time. Because to me, that puts a light on your current fitness level. All right. Back in 2000 and whatever, right, I did a 3:20 marathon. Back in 2021, I did not do a 3. I did ultras, right? I like that long, slow, steady distance right now. So I have a lot of endurance on my legs right now, but making them go fast really isn't there, right? So I really need to take in consideration both what have you done, right, in the past and where you are right now. And if they were huge deltas in the two, I'm always going to go by where you are right now, not where you were or where you want to be. So Tuesdays did have a huge impact on my decision. That being said, your recent or even running history, right? So not maybe your races, maybe we haven't done races for 12, 18 months, but you guys have kept up your running, right? You guys are throwing down 30 miles a week, 40 miles a week, 50, 60, 70, 20, whatever the case may be, right? If you guys have a lot of kind of miles under your legs right now, I can be a little bit more aggressive. If you wrote down 1 to 4, 10 miles a week, I'm not running at all, I have to be conservative, right? And so should you be, because the experience and the adaptation to your body is going to be way more well received if you guys do it that way, okay? Experience, duh, right? If this is your first time, right, you can't necessarily go for the gold, right? If this is your 25th time, maybe we can kind of take a gamble. All right. A really great endurance coach once told me, this is marathon specific, but you guys can go with me on this one, that you can't race a marathon unless you have 20 milers under your belt. Now, if you think about that, all right, 18 miles, 19 miles, 20 miles, all the same thing in my mind. So maybe you do 2 20-ish mile training runs in a race, or in a training season plus the race. That's 3. All right, now we're talking our 5, 6, 7 marathons before you can actually race it. All right, and I don't disagree. I don't disagree from a coaching perspective. I don't disagree from a personal perspective. I didn't figure it out till my 5th, 6th, 7th time. And I will see, by keeping all the history, which I do, of all of my athletes, the thousands of athletes that I've trained over the last 2 decades or so, that can be even more true. Okay, so if this was your first, second marathon and you're trying to go out and race it and break the tape or whatever the case may be, right? I'm going to try to talk you out of that and perhaps, give you some more realistic goals. All right, talking to you about setting North Star goals, right? So that's the goal that you want to achieve in your marathon history. Maybe just putting a little bit more realistic time frame to it. And then your stated goals, which just kind of goes back with that. Guys, I do want to make sure that I try to get you as close to that stated goal as possible. However, if you told me your best was a 2-hour half marathon and you want to go down to a 1:30, that's a huge jump, all right? That's almost 1 minute and 45 seconds per mile, right? Faster than you've ever ran before. That's a huge. That's like me trying to lose 100 pounds in these 12 weeks. Not to say that 100 pounds isn't there, but perhaps not 12 weeks. So maybe not so measurable right now, okay? Now, I will say that the current ability was huge in my deciding factor, okay? Huge. I don't expect people to come into this with 100% fitness. If you did, there'd be no reason to train, okay? So I do want to try to progress you we're going to mark your progress through this training season. So we'll have data checks along the way. I'll help you get to as close to that goal as possible. But I do want you guys to really take a good head-to-toe analysis of where and what and how, all right, you guys can kind of self-reflect through this whole thing with my guidance, of course, okay? And again, the last thing, and I go without making this too extremely long, please know from the bottom of my heart, I'm a pretty decent human. I'm a pretty experienced coach, and I'm a business. I try to practically run this side of the business, right? So not only do I want you to succeed, but as a coach, of course, I want my athletes to succeed. And not only that, is we are a for-profit business, right? I want my business to succeed too. So if I'm asking you guys to do something that just may not make sense right now, or maybe it's counterintuitive, or you just don't quite get it yet, I'm asking that you trust the process. I will get you there. I'll do the best I can to get you there. How about that? And nobody goes into a coaching role or a coaching career to see their athletes fail. So I'm asking that you trust my brain, trust my philosophy, trust my staff, trust my program, and hopefully in about 13, 14 weeks, we will all have a big old smile on our face. If you have any questions, though, let me know. And yeah, enjoy tomorrow. It should be beautiful. See ya.